Hello and welcome to WMT Reviews. I'm Wiseman Tanofsky, and today for my very first ever figure review we're going to be having a look at something a little bit special. We're going to start with the first of a 6-part series featuring the figures from the Pandorica series. As you may know, this series consisted of 6 individual figures, each comprising of a 5-inch figure and a single side of the fully assembled Pandorica, each coming with an audiobook, which I have to listen to at some point. I'll get around to it. The first figure in this line, the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to start with the figure I find to be most awesome and work my way towards the most awful. Starting off with the series, we shall start with this guy. This is the Pandorica Guard Cyberman. And he is just beautiful. I mean, look at him. He's gorgeously figured. Now get the fluff out of the way nice and quickly. The Cybermen are, of course, an evil race of robots from the Doctor Who universe. Well, robots is possibly slightly inaccurate. They are, in fact, cybernetic organisms comprised of a living human brain inside of a cybernetic endoskeleton. And, of course, their ultimate goal, to upgrade the universe. No emotions at all, because they're a Doctor Who villain. How often is it that a Doctor Who villain has no emotions? Okay, that's the fluff out of the way. This particular Cyberman was stationed by the Alliance to protect the Pandorica, and has, as you may have noticed, been heavily corroded by time. Now we're going to start by having a look at the way the figure is modelled, and it is modelled in this heavily washed silver, which brings out all those pretty little dents and scars. The skull itself is just beautifully. I'm not particularly fond of the fact that the skull seems to have been painted with the same silver. I think perhaps a dark brown or something would have done that. But it's just... It's not even the original Cyberman mould. It's clear that it's been made for this purpose, and something that gives that away is the fact that it has actually got one leg longer than the other, making him stand at this sort of lurching and leaning position, which is very accurate to how he appeared in the show when he sort of stumbled towards Karen Gillan. You just need to sit and stare at this guy for a while, and he's so scary, even next to the other Cybermen that I have standing on my shelf. He just sticks out as one that's severely badass. Now this figure is 5 inches tall, approximately, so he's perfectly in scale with the other 5-6 inch figures in the line. He comes fully equipped with a wrist blaster, which were introduced, of course, in the David Tennant season finale of Season 2, Doomsday and Army of Ghosts, which, of course, gives them a greater offensive capability, rather than just having to walk up to someone and zap them. Another feature this figure comes with is a removable head, because, of course, the Cyberman was headless when he first appeared, and this head here comes with a tendrily sort of thing, which, if I hold it up the right way, and with a bit of convincing, you now have the head of a Cyberman. Very cool. Tendrils all modelled in this very soft plastics that are very poseable. You can use this to get a pretty decent look at the head, actually. The detailing on this skull is just... it's just beautiful. It's real sci-fi horror going on here. We've even got the interior lines of the cyber helmet. Of course, on the outside you have the helmet itself split down the middle and opened. It's even missing one of the handlebars off of the head, clearly broken off at some point. It is a fantastic figure. It really is. That's why it's getting reviewed first. Really, I cannot recommend this guy enough. He is without a shadow of a doubt the single best figure in the Season 5 Pandorica set. I'm not sure, he oozes with character. He's just fantastic. Even the one leg longer than the other. You know, normally they wouldn't bother with something like that. But I love it. I really do. So, what we're going to do now is we're going to decide how awesome this guy is using a little feature I like to call the Awesome-meter. Basically, it is on a level of 1 to 10, how awesome something is. Now, we're going to start off reasonably high on the list, because I can't point out a whole lot of flaws with this guy. So, I think based on the fact that he's a Cyberman, he's going to get quite a high mark already. So we'll say, roughly a Mark 7 on the Awesome-meter for being a Cyberman. Would I take any points away from him? No. I don't think I would. I think everything about this figure makes it better. There's nothing that takes away from it at all. And that's really cool. We'll give it 7 out of 10 on the Awesome-meter. Simply for being a damn awesome example of how to do a decent 5-inch Doctor Who figure. And we're going to end it there, I think. I've been Wiseman Tanofsky. This has been WMT Reviews. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I will see you next time.